Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1.
It's your boy Wilder, and it's about to get a little bit wilder. And soon, I promise you that. But anyway, man, what's up? It's your boy Deontay WARNS, Wilder, WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I want to give a big shout out to all my fans around the world, man. I think you guys are fucking awesome. You are amazing, amazing. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Ah, man, people crazy. But anyway, man, I love you guys. And, man, I'm sorry for the long layoff, man. It's been crazy. I had a couple of injuries that I had to make sure that healed properly. You know, because you know I hit like a motherfucking Mack truck. You know what I'm saying? And any fighter step in that ring with me, you better have life insurance because you know what type of party about to go down. You know, so, but yeah, I had to get that situated. But your boy coming back soon. Man, I can't even get it out. Just try.
Things about to get a little bit wilder. Deontay Wilder said his next opponent better have life insurance. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. We working, man. Shout out to the super chats, the channel donations, and also the Patreons. If you want to become part of the notification, gang, hit that bell icon. Now, you guys seen the clip. Deontay Wilder, he took to his social media, his verified page, speak to the fans, and he says he apologizes for any delays. He has some injuries, nagging injuries, little things that he had to make sure were in order because he's hitting like a Mack truck, and he wants to be good for his next fight. It's boxing, especially in the heavyweight division, where one punch can change everything. He said things about to get a little bit wilder. And I'm looking forward to the return of Deontay Wilder. Now, I do know this. There are 2 dates booked up, I believe, at the Barclays for October 14th. I talked to Daniel Jacobs. He told me, this is just him. He didn't tell me who he's fighting or whatever. Shout out to my dude, DJ. Always on point, always shows love. But he says he's going to be fighting October 14th, which leads me to believe that the other date is probably for Wilder, and that's in November. Who will he fight? I'm not sure, but he says announcement and things should be wrapping up. I'm looking forward to it. I like heavyweight boxing. I think heavyweight boxing in New York, I'm a California dude, but heavyweight boxing in New York, them bringing all these fights, the Gerald Miller, Gerald Washington, stuff like that, to New York. Deontay Wilder fought there a couple times, like Spilka. These are all good things for the world of boxing, and also the state of New York. You know what I mean? New York historically has had some great heavyweight bouts in its day. So I like Wilder. I don't really see what all the hoopla is. People who always hate Wilder and everything he does. I think he's charismatic. He looks the part. He looks like he's staying in shape no matter what he's doing, whether he's injured or just on a layoff or whatever. He always comes ready to fight. He's entertaining. Some people talk about, oh, windmill Wilder and the deficiencies or lack of technique. But some of y'all are fake, because Floyd is a guy who makes very little mistakes, very flawless technical, and people hate him anyway. You know what I mean? They'll say, oh, Floyd, he's boring, and because he's making fights look one-sided. Wilder, he has technique, but he doesn't have, you know, it's not like a Floyd Mayweather. His whole style's different, right? And they still hate it. You know what I mean? So some of y'all are fake. If Broner trash talks, you hate it. But if Conor trash talks, you love it. And if a guy like Andre Ward or Tim Bradley doesn't really do much trash talk, you still hate them too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like any way you slice it. So I personally don't see the big deal why so many people hate Wilder and think he's so bad for the heavyweight division. I think he makes sense. He's a champion. He's had several title defenses. I mean, of course, I want to see him in the big fights, but a lot of the big fights, he's called for them, and I don't know behind the scenes what's happening and all that, but he keeps publicly saying Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker, Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker. Luis King Kong Ortiz can't get it. So, I mean, that's not really his control, especially Joseph Parker. I don't know about Luis Ortiz because he's kind of been under the radar. He doesn't really speak English, so like his handlers, I think, handle his social media accounts. But as far as AJ and Joseph Parker, it seems like they have other plans because they don't really even publicly respond to it. You know what I mean? And that's just the nature of the beast, and that's just a fact. Now, the Luis Ortiz fight, I don't know if that's going to come off. A lot of people got hyped. I think that's a great fight. It's I give a lot of credit to both Wilder and Luis Ortiz if they can get it done. But standing in the way is possibly Bermane Stiverne. Stiverne's with Don King. He's been on the sidelines for a little bit, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. I don't even remember the last time he fought. I know he had a comeback fight since the Deontay Wilder fight. He got knocked down in that fight, but he still won. And I haven't really heard much from Stiverne. I ran into him at fights more than I've actually seen him fight in recent memory. But, I mean, he's a big dude. He didn't look in crazy shape, like, you know what I mean, out of shape, I guess you could say. He didn't look out of shape, so he still looks ready. I know he was supposed to fight Alexander Povetkin, and through no fault of his own, Povetkin failed a second drug test, so you can't really blame him. So Stiverne's staying ready, and he's hoping to throw a monkey wrench into the mix. Like me personally, I would like to see if they can really get Wilder versus Luis Ortiz done. I would like to see Stiverne step aside, maybe take some step aside money and get like a written guarantee that the winner has to face him. You know what I mean? Because Kubrat Pulev did that. He didn't stand in the way of Anthony Joshua versus Klitschko. Joshua Klitschko is a big money fight. You know 90,000 people were going to show up for that fight. You know it's a big fight. So Kubrat Pulev, even though he's deserving of his opportunity that he's worked for and ranked for, you know what I mean? It comes with the territory. Golovkin did it too versus Canelo Cotto. They were supposed to, Cotto or whoever had the belt, he was supposed to fight Golovkin, but he took step aside money, or he got paid step aside money to stand out of the way to not prevent another major fight. Same thing with recently, who just fought Saturday, I was there, Jorge Sebastian Hyland. He's been Golovkin's mandatory for like a year, 2 years, and he just now got an eliminator. He didn't even get to fight the champion, and he got stopped in an eliminator by Jamal Charlo. His leg was looking like Pinocchio. I don't know what that was about, but it looked like he had a leg injury, and that was it. But he had been a mandatory for Golovkin for 2 years. But Golovkin, his team, didn't see the... I mean, I don't think Golovkin would have lost to him anyway, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, he didn't get his opportunity, and then he lost an eliminator. You know what I mean? Sean Porter is supposed to be the #1 for Keith Thurman, and then the WBC recently said something about possibly fighting Danny Garcia for the #1 spot, even though he beat Berto, and that was supposed to be for the #1 spot to fight Keith Thurman in a rematch. So all I'm saying is business, and we know the business of boxing. It's not always fair, it's not always kind, but it's the reality. And I just, for big fights, I don't think, if you can, like, obviously I'm not saying fuck your whole career up, but I think in this instance, people want to see Deontay Wilder a fresh match versus Luis Ortiz. So if Stiverne, who's been absent for like 2 years, if he can take step aside money just this once and get a written contract or whatever that Wilder must rematch him, that's what Kubrat Pulev's doing. He's going to allow not once but a second time, most likely Anthony Joshua versus Vladimir Klitschko. But the winner, whoever it is, if it's Klitschko, if it's Joshua, wins again, they have to fight Kubrat Pulev. And I think the same deal could be reached here. You know what I mean? Kubrat Pulev probably wants a second chance at Klitschko, or wants to fight Joshua. He probably wants to fight Joshua more because he's never fought him before, and Klitschko already knocked him out. But you get what I'm saying. Pulev has been a sport, and he's been a champion, and I understand as a fighter, you might not want to hear that. Like, oh, man, what do you mean me step aside? But for me, I just think Bermane Stiverne is a great fighter. Just get that written contract, and you've already been on the sidelines for 2 years. You know what I mean? So it's not like you've been fighting frequently, and that's that. I mean, people want to see Wilder Ortiz, including me. So I think for the greater good, it is what it is. So let me know your thoughts. Wilder said he should be coming back, and his opponent got to have life insurance. The man could hit. We already know that. Pause. Let me know your thoughts. Who should Wilder fight? Do you think the Ortiz fight will happen? Will it be Stiverne next? Drop all that in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.